Yeah, hi there. These comments are for IA, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. You're also one of my students in the English language program at California State University, and you completed independent writing practice test number 34, right? So overall, this is, I think, a very strongly written essay. You have a lot of examples in there. You took time to develop your ideas. You have a thesis in the first paragraph, which serves to connect the different ideas in the different body paragraphs. So there is an overall connection. Now, here's my one recommendation. Is what is the purpose? What are you trying to do with this writing? If you look at the question, it says, describe a custom from your country that you like other countries to adopt, right? Explain your choice using specific reasons. So your basic argument is why other countries should adopt this custom. And your custom is what's called living with or in the extended family, right? So your purpose is clear in the first paragraph when you say every country has unique customs that differentiate from others. In my opinion, the most significant custom in my country is living in extended family. I'd like other people from other countries to adopt this tradition for several reasons. Then you say helping single parents to raise their children. I'd probably put a comma here, not a semicolon. Taking care of grandparents, and then another comma, and then and combining the financial resources. So then when you get to these topic sentences, you have to frame it back to why other countries should adopt it. So you'll say, other countries should adopt this custom because it will help single parents to succeed in their society, or help single parents raise their children better. Or another important reason why other countries should adopt this custom is, and then here's another good reason for the extended family, but that's not, you're not just arguing why the extended family is important, but you're trying to argue why other countries should adopt this tradition of the extended family. You see what I'm saying? So you're like 90% there with your purpose, but you're not exactly in those body paragraphs tying it back to why other countries should adopt the custom. So that would be my main suggestion, is you can probably better organize your body paragraphs 2, 3, and 4, I think, back to the purpose of the task and back to the thesis, which is why other countries should adopt this tradition. So that would be my comments. They kind of relate to, when we look at the writing here, it has to do with directly addressing the topic and the task. So I almost put you in the 4 range, but not quite. So I think you've addressed the topic and the task using somewhat developed explanations and examples. However, sometimes it's difficult to understand the connection of your idea. So probably when you're getting into those body paragraphs, how do the ideas that you are explaining there connect back to why this is an important tradition for other countries to adopt? That's kind of the question you have to kind of answer in those body paragraphs. Now also, let's take a look at your what's called your word choice, sentence formation, and so on, which I actually think is pretty good, but let's examine in more detail. So as I pointed out in this first paragraph, I like your use of the colon here, but you should probably use commas here because you're not joining separate sentences together. You have your A point, your B point, and your C point. So helping people, comma, taking care of grandparents, comma, and combining financial resources. That would be a comment there. Okay, this next one I think is a very strongly written paragraph, but let's be careful. So you have a semicolon. However, I believe if they have their extended family involved, they will add mentoring and development of their social skills. Okay, that's okay. No problems there. Very good use of your punctuation and your sentence structure in that particular paragraph. And I like how you're not just using simple sentences. You're using a combination of both simple and complex sentences. Okay, maybe this is something I might recommend more of. If grandparents are in the constant company of their extended family, they would have more life. I'm going to say they will have more life. You're talking about a possible, not a impossible condition. They will have more life. They will be able to interact. How about instead of the semicolon, and keep their mind strong, maybe comma, thus contributing to the family structure. Or you could do this. They're able to interact to keep their mind strong and to contribute. So after interact, use a comma. After the word strong, use a comma. And then you have contribute to the family structure. So you want to review your use of the semicolon. This is the second time in this essay you've had some trouble with this. Remember, a semicolon, it can only be used to join, in most cases, two separate sentences together, which is exactly what you did here. This would be the correct use of it. In this case, though, you're separating really to interact, to keep, and to contribute. You're separating two different and three infinitive or infinitive phrases there. Where's the next one? Okay, in this paragraph, see, as a result, this have reduced, I would say this has reduced the living costs for us, such as utility. I would say utility, why, not IES, utility expenses, because you want to use utility here as an adjective, and you can't make adjectives plural. Right? So those would be some minor issues, but I'm going to be honest with you. I pointed out some minor mistakes in there. You do have some problems with sentence structure, but you also have a lot of good things you're doing with your sentence structure in this essay. And you actually have pretty good control here. So going back to the rubrics to try to give you the most accurate score possible, I'm going to put you at the top end of the 3 area. I'm going to put you at 3.75 out of 5. Or 24 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, this is going to put you at 85% on this particular writing assignment. So I think you did a great job on it. If I gave you any recommendations at all regarding grammar, probably review your use of the semicolon. How do you use a semicolon? If you can at least understand that, I think you can continue to make improvements with your writing.